Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am so excited about another session of your motivational bestie to come and speak with you. I find it such a privilege on Sundays to have this opportunity to come and you welcoming me into your home to speak, to just share ideas. And it is what it is, it's sharing ideas and just me hoping and praying that I give you something to think about, to ponder on, and just to, take things to the next level. Because that's really what this journey is. It's about consistency, it's about continuing our journey to, motivate ourselves and just every day to get up to do it over and over again. So for many of you that have just tuned in today, I appreciate it. I thank you. And for those that's been with me from the beginning, I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Last week, we had an opportunity to speak about beliefs, how our beliefs drives our behaviors. This week, I want us to talk about courage. That is a big word. That's a word that when I think about courage, it takes a lot to do something. You can't just, stop, think about it and just take action. Sometimes it takes courage when others may not be able to see it, when you feel like, oh my gosh, this is a bigger idea than I thought. But having the courage to go after it, to move forward day after day, moment after moment, and just keep believing, it takes something. I don't downplay that. I don't think it's a small thing. I think it takes something. It takes beliefs. It takes consistency. It takes just really being able to say, you know what, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not giving up on my dreams. I'm not giving up on my ideas. I'm not giving up on the things that keep burning inside. This reoccurring theme that you may be having. I know for me, sometimes, I have those themes and I'm like, but what am I doing about it? And I'm choosing to be consistent, make 2024 a different year. As I always say, great Einstein, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And I think it's so great that we've rallied together with Journey as a group, just to be different, to do something differently. So courage. When you're courageous, you don't stop to think about the outcome. You don't stop to think, okay, how am I going to figure it out? And it figure itself out. I find that to be true with courage. Ideas starts to come, the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will present itself. I'm living proof of that. I've had so many amazing teachers that have presented when I was not looking. I didn't know. I had the idea, I had the desire, but somehow the teacher present themselves, and I've benefited greatly from that, and I've been so phenomenally grateful for those opportunities. And I want to invite you to just really look inside of you, to find the courage to just say, okay, what are my fears? I think it's amazing to journal. As I've shared with you, I live by a journal. Whatever your thoughts are, the ideas that keeps coming to your mind, the things that you want to operate on and take to the next level, whether it be an idea, whether it be, a home idea, something you want to do, an area you want to improvise, and change in your home, whatever it is that you feel stuck. There was a period of time, confession time, I guess, in my basement, I just kind of felt stuck. Like I would go and it was like, it's overwhelming. It took courage. It took some work. And I remember when I tackled that, and it felt phenomenal. It was a weight that got lifted off of me, and I felt, now I enjoy going in that space and what's been created there. So it could be something simple. It could be just, even if you said, I'm going to journal, I'm going to start to write my ideas and develop myself, and you haven't done it. It takes courage. It takes courage to get that pen, get up day in and day out and says, even if it's just one page, I'm going to journal the things that's there for me, the things that's present for me, so I could move forward and just really see, the things that's important and how am I working towards making them what they need to be. So courage. That's the word that I want to park in and for us to think about, and think about what are the things, that you've done in the past that it took a huge amount of courage, but the other side of it. And with courage, one of the things I want to say, it's not always, okay, it's going to be ta-da, it's going to be this great thing, it's going to just come out phenomenal. It might be you stumble, but you've learned, you've overcame, and you took it to the next level. So it takes courage to do all of that. It doesn't just happen haphazardly. So I really want to encourage you to look in. If it's a weight loss, if it's going to the gym, it takes courage sometimes just to show up. And, seemingly you think everybody looks good. Everybody's, have the great, physique or whatever. And here I am. But it takes courage to just go and say, yep, I'm going again. And I'm going again. And you make it habitual. You make a habit out of it. There's some things that I'm learning right now that's new to me that I'm fumbling through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel a bit overwhelmed at times. But I'm going to be courageous enough to keep pushing through, to keep pushing forth, because I will not stop until I see the desired result. And that's really what it takes with courage, not stopping until you see the desired result. So I really want you to think about that and just think about, okay, what would courage look like for me in 2024? You and I have had discussion. We've talked about, and countless friends, I want this year to be different. Berta, this has got to be different. This is my year to do something differently. Okay, I believe you. I believe it's going to take courage. I believe it's going to take consistency. I believe it's going to take that self-belief, that what God has put in your heart, what's been stirring day in and day out, that it will come to fruition, that it can. But it's going to take courage. And that's where I want you to stop and realize, okay, how courageous am I going to be today, in this moment, in these, this 5 minutes today, this 24-hour, what are the courageous things that I'm going to do? Because once you take it bit by bit, how do you, eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? Once you take it bit by bit, you decide, I'm going to exercise courage today. Today, I'm going to give it all that I've got. Tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen. So we're not thinking about that. We're not focusing on that. We're looking at today. You decide to activate your courage today. Then the next day you wake up with a little bit more humph. Oh, wait a minute. I did that yesterday. I wonder what I can accomplish today. Then the next day. Then the next day. And that's what the journey is all about. And that's why, in mornings, I send out the motivational songs just to get you going, just to get you excited and motivated, because it helps me to get up and just know, what, it's another day. It's a new opportunity. It's a new blessing. And I am courageous enough to show up for me, show up for others, show up for my children, show up for my friends, show up for my loved ones. But I am going to show up for myself. I am going to be courageous enough to move forward the way that I am called to. So that's really one of the message that I want to convey today, the message of being courageous. And I really want you to think about that throughout your week, to think about, how am I going to be courageous? Last week, we talked about your beliefs. Like I said, your beliefs drive your behavior. And I think through being courageous, it drives you forward. It propels you forward. This channel is all about propelling one another forward towards our goal, towards our aspiration, towards our dream, towards the things that's been stirring that we know we want to take it to the next level. We want to take it higher. We want to excel. We want to grow. We want to thrive. And I know you can. Undoubtedly you can, and you will. Stay the course. Stay courageous. Stay curious about what's next in your journey. What's next in your learning and development. Because through that, the going will get tough. The days will get challenging. The lens might be a little foggy as to where is this dream? How is it going to manifest itself? Whatever it is that's there for you, I don't know. But through courage, you'll get up and say, okay, let's put yesterday behind me. Let's move forward. What am I going to do today? I will not stop speaking about that because I really want this year to be a different year for you. As you shared with me, you want it to be. I want to empower you to have that year, to have a year like never before, a year where you exercise where you realize how courageous you really are, because you are very courageous. You know why I know that? because you keep showing up, you keep being consistent, you keep telling yourself, you know what, it's another day, it's another opportunity. And I'm here to empower you to move forward with that. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for just being present with me and choosing to be courageous, because I can't wait to hear the stories of your courageous spirit, the things that you've taken on this week. I know it's going to be phenomenal. It's there for you. It's available to you. It is within your reach. You've just got to reach for it. And together, I will inspire you, encourage you as I'm reaching myself. It's all possible. Just be courageous. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Be good.